Let's take a look at the article to see how they made their justification, or they tried to make their justifications for these inflammatory headlines. The article opens by stating the order from Chinese officials was blunt and urgent. Villagers from Muslim minorities should be pushed into jobs, willing or not. Quotas would be set and families penalized if they refuse to go along. Wow. The people in Xinjiang are being encouraged to take jobs, but the headline specifically says that people are being pushed into getting jobs. What do they mean by pushed? Physically marched onto their office or workplace? They don't put quotation marks around the word push, but what really happens? Do these people face some kind of retribution? No, not according to this article. There's no evidence in this article that these people are being pushed or forced into work. The article goes on to make the claim that, and I quote, the Communist Party wants to remold Xinjiang's minorities into loyal blue-collar workers to supply Chinese factories with cheap labor. Once again, I would call for physical evidence of this. Physical evidence, ladies and gentlemen. Where is it? If there is no hard evidence to prove what they're saying, then it simply amounts to nothing but slander. Because of the rampant poverty and difficult circumstances, there has been a sizable number of people in Xinjiang who have not have an adequate level of education. Some parents, from ethnic minorities, and it is a fact, I'm saying, some of them do not send their children to school, whether it is compulsory or not, whether it is free or not. So that makes it hard for many people to find a job and earn a living. So with skills, training, and vocational training, these people are now being helped to make a living, to stand on their own feet. They can have the possibility of developing a career and possibly a future. Doesn't it seem only reasonable or sensible for these people to support themselves through employment? China's Xinjiang policy was condemned by many in the Western media for offering education, and now the same thing is happening with the assistance they're receiving to try to find employment, which is a key tenet to many people's future and many people's livelihood. If people who are receiving Social Security or welfare benefits in the West are not deemed to be doing everything they can to find a job, they will lose financial support. Isn't that the case? Now, the same is more or less true of what is happening in China, in Xinjiang. The government wants these people to find a job, and yet this is characterized as being pushed to get a job, a kind of slave labor and abuse of human rights. The article continues. Such orders are part of an aggressive campaign to remold Xinjiang's Muslim minorities, mostly Uyghurs and Kazakhs, into an army of workers for factories and other big employers. I'm not sure what the link is between being remolded, as the article suggests, and offering employment to people, not just in the Uyghur ethnic group or the Kazakh or the Han or other